Okay, guys and gals, I want to just thank you guys for being here. I want to thank Dave Nichols, Greg Felice, and Tyler Powell joining me. My name is Matt Allen. We're all with Powernail, and we are here to discuss the next turn in the Roadmap 2021 promotion that Powernail's been running all year round. And now what we've got in August is the 50P series featuring the 50P Flex and the 50P Power Roller. So Tyler, if you would hit the next slide, what you're going to find here is really the industry's most diverse tool that you can use. Does shoot the 18 gauge L cleat nail. It is a fully adjustable tool that can range from 3/8 all the way up to 3/4 inch thick wood, solid or engineered. And it has a customizable features ability to do with different lengths of handles, different lengths of magazines. Again, standard flex foot, roller foot, all that stuff. So it is truly the one tool that you'll be able to find out there that really won't have any problems installing anything you come across. Tyler?
Good to go, bud.
All right. Dave? Sorry.
All right, the 50P series is the most universal type gun we have. It goes between 3/8 and 3/4. It'll do domestics. It'll do exotic solid, bamboo, and engineered. It's very easy to use. It comes with a power roller. I don't know what else to say.
No worries, man. I might just chime in there for a lot of us. You know, if we're on the dealer side, we're always looking for kind of that silver bullet. What's the right tool for the job? If you're looking for that Swiss Army knife to sell to installers coming in, that's really that Powernail 50P series. It's going to do the full breadth of product that's out there. It's going to do the widest thicknesses of wood floors, and you're not pigeonholed to any specific type of flooring. So just wanted to ram that one home.
Well, and to piggyback you too, Tyler, just to reiterate too, if you look at a lot of the retail flooring stores that are out there, the vast offering that these wood manufacturers are having now with the different widths, different thicknesses, solid engineered, different profiles on tongues. Again, to have that one tool that will be able to really handle all those, I think is something not to overlook, because it's such an easy, as we see down the road on this presentation, it's such an easy way to adjust your tool to those different layer thicknesses. That, man, to me, it's a no-brainer to throw this one in your van. So sorry about that.
And another thing about it is the fastener. It's the HD fastener, which works good with all the exotics, bamboos, and things like that. So you don't have to worry about having those divots in your floor.
So the next one.
All right. So with that, looking at really how versatile the 50P, I guess you'd call it, platform is, let's look at the specific tools within that platform. So first off, we've got the 50P Flex. And with most of these tools, whenever Powernail has any words after the initial number in that tool, we're talking about the foot. What kind of base or platform does that tool stand on? And with the Flex, this is essentially what the basic Model 50P is. The Flex does not roll. It actually sits on top of the wood strips or planks, and it adjusts up and down to the different thicknesses of wood with this lever that you see down here right above that platform. So that's the 50P Flex. Any part of that tool that comes in contact with wood while it's in use actually has UHMW plastic on it. So it's just a self-lubricating material that prevents it from scratching and also helps it really slide or glide on top of that floor when you need to move it. With all of Powernail's tools, we have color-coded those to match the fasteners that they drive. So when you see a red tool, it drives a fastener that's in a red box. So that's 18 gauge. And specific to our 18 gauge cleat nails, and David just mentioned that it does drive that HD head cleat. So we're going to talk about that a little bit down the road here in another slide. As with all of our core tools, so the mallet actuated tools, the internals, everything's made in the USA, from the wear sleeve to the actual seals on the inside. Our seals are U-cups. We'll talk about those a little bit more in detail here as we go through. But again, full tool, made in the USA, customizable. The 50P Flex is what we call a pick and place. It's not rolling across the floor. You have to pick it up and move it before each whack with your mallet. If we look at the upgrade from the 50P Flex, that's going to be the 50P Flex Power Roller. Obviously, looking at the end of that tool name, Flex with Power Roller, that's a power rolling base. So this tool has 5 urethane bearings that it rolls across strips or planks on. Everything's still non-marring, non-scratching, and is designed to help that tool move as easily as is possible from those strips. Because of that, because it's rolling, it's less likely to scratch any type of pre-finished floor. And also with most of our, not most, but all of our tools, every part that you have on here that moves or wears, fully replaceable. Powernail supports all of its tools for anything that might wear, anything that might need replacement. We're located just north of Chicago, so I think you call it centrally located. Whether you're in Toronto, we're going to give it to you. Whether you're on the West Coast of the U.S. or the East Coast or Texas, we're going to support you fully on parts and repairs if need be. With that, the Flex roller foot still yet adjusts similar to the regular Flex, and that's with the lever on the front here. It's just now going to allow you to roll. Powernail came out with it just a few years ago, this oversized XL handle. This is what ships on what we like to say the standard version of a power roller. So whenever you just order a power roller, if you call this up, we're going to ship that puppy out with that extra long handle on there. Reason being is it allows you to stand up a little straighter, and it also gives you a little more purchase on the outside of that handle, bringing your center of gravity right over the foot. So it allows you to roll the tool with minimal effort, increasing the speed of your installation and decreasing wear and tear on your body. Would anybody have anything to want to add to that?
I do on the 50P Flex, Tyler. I do want to mention on if you look at the base of that next to the Flex foot, this one also comes with the tri-glides on there. The beauty with the tri-glides on the 50P Flex is this also is a feature that is going to make you or allow you to install the different thicknesses of flooring, because with the tri-glide, when the power of that mallet hits the tool, those tri-glides disperse the force that is being hit on that tool. So as anybody's ever installed any engineered flooring, sometimes that top layer can't take that force, and you'll get kind of a crinkle effect going down your floor. So those tri-glides really do a good job of spreading out that force to protect that floor as you're installing it. And the nice part is they loosen up, and you can rotate those as you're using it, because obviously they get abuse. So you can really use those 3 times over to rotate that tri-glide before you have to replace it. And again, the cost of those are pretty minimal. So I think that's a big feature to pay attention to when you're using this for the engineered. And also the solid is it's designed to really be a lot more gentle on that product when you're installing it.
So you're saying it absorbs the shock of beating it onto the floor.
It just spreads it out. So it's not like the old model had.
So it doesn't dent. It puts it out
Absolutely.
wider.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
It's like the difference of stepping on something in a high heel versus a boot.
Yeah.
Easy time.
Gotcha.
All right. And just to show what Maddie was talking about there with those tri-glides, now here we are looking at a foot it's the roller. With the regular Flex foot, you actually get 2 triangles and then the pad. But you can see where that triangle is held in there with a machine screw. Whenever that part wears, they actually give you 2 other faces that you can use. So you just back that screw out, turn that triangle, screw it back in, and you're good to get back to work.
Sweet.
Excellent point, Matt. Thank you.
No problem, man.
Yeah, good one.
All right. So here we go. Powernail Advantage. I'm going to send this over to Mr. Greg, Filice.
Very nice. Very nice.
What does that spell?
That spells in Italian Felice, but for simplifying it for North America, let's go with Felice.
There you go.
Okay. So let's hit a couple of advantages here. First one was mentioned a little bit earlier there. You see the XL handle at the top. So as been mentioned a couple of times, the tools are customizable in the handle, in the magazine, and of course the flex roller versus just the standard flex foot. The nice thing with the XL handle is for taller guys, you can buy the unit and it's no additional cost. So, Powernail is allowing for some, some customization and ensuring that it's still a great value for the customer. A guy like me who's 5'7", I can live without the XL handle, but I was working with a couple guys 6'1" a few weeks ago, and I can tell you they appreciate it. So, talking about that, and then, again, another customizable option that I mentioned that's being covered a couple times is the power roller base. Of course, really at the end of the day is, do you prefer to pick up the tool and lift it and put it down? Or do you want to just roll it across the ground as you go? And, a lot of contractors have realized that the flex power roller and the roller system is much easier on the body. The Powernail units are generally a little bit heavier than our competitors, very simply because it's built of a thicker gauge steel. We put quality into the manufacturing. And so, alleviating sore shoulders, just sore backs, the up and downs by having that roll across, that's a nice little benefit. As I get to some of the internal components, U-cup lip seals. So for those who aren't familiar with U-cup seals, they don't look like the letter U. It's actually their cross section that is a U. And the idea behind them is they become more energized and really grab the more that the tool has, the pressure of the tool increases. So effectively, when you're working with a pneumatic unit and you're hammering it down, that's going to create a tighter seal, so a more seal effectiveness, as well as longer life in them as well. So there's a couple of really nice advantages to those. As I alluded to, and then we've got our steel cylindrical sleeve, replaceable sleeve that protects the body of your nail or stapler from wear caused by internal moving parts. That one's fairly straightforward. What I can say about those two internal components and everything that is internal on the Powernail is the feedback that I get consistently for people who work on these for repair purposes, service centers. Sorry. The response I always get is your tools are easy to repair because everything is easy to get to, and it's very simplistic in the design. So we're simplistic, but effective.
Hey, I got a question. Are we the only one in the industry with a steel sleeve in a tool?
Yes, as far as I know, and I'll let Tyler and Matt to correct me if I'm wrong, but the other ones are using plastics or plastic ones.
Huh.
I have to agree.
That I'm aware of.
I didn't know
And
that.
we also, what's that, buddy?
To my knowledge, yeah, I'll agree.
Good to go. And we also offer, because of what's going on the inside of these tools, we also offer one of the longest warranties in the industry on these tools. I believe it's a 10-year on the body. And we stand
Actually,
behind
it's
that.
a lifetime on the body, right? 1 year on the, did we change it back to 10?
I think we moved it from 7 to 10.
Okay, I thought it was lifetime.
Now these guns actually are made out of steel or aluminum?
Aircraft grade aluminum for the outer components.
I thought, okay, yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Excellent. Very good. And looking at our conversion kit here, I think, Maddie, that is
Is mine now? Okay.
your mark. Yes, sir.
Yeah, so again, the nice part with having, manufacturing these in our own facility in Lake Zurich, no matter when you bought the tool, what model you bought, we offer all accessories and parts to these tools, but more so on the accessory side, you can convert your tool to really whatever you want. So if you've got the former model, the 50P, that is no longer around, you can actually purchase either the standard flex foot, or you can actually buy the flex foot power roller to convert your old model into the one that would cater more to your installation style. So that, I think, is a really nice feature to have as a manufacturer. Is no matter when you bought it, you're not going to miss out on anything that's new coming out, because whatever, look at the iPhones and stuff like that now, you get one and then a year later or 6 months later, the new model comes out, you kind of have to, replace the old one. So here, if your tool is still in great condition, you can still convert and not have to, pay as much for the new tool. You can pay a fraction of that and convert your tool to whatever one you want. So
Nice.
that's that for my slide.
Great points. And should you have a tool that does need some repair, that's been maybe out of commission for a while, and you just haven't had the time to work on it, we do have repair programs in place. And again, we're just north of Chicago, so if you need it, give us a call. We'll let you know what the cost is. If it's minimal compared to the original cost of that tool. And we just don't just troubleshoot. We don't just go into these tools and see, oh, okay, you got one bad seal, and replace that seal. Whenever you jump into our repair program, we replace everything on the inside of that tool. We bring it 100% up to brand new. And if you've got, like what Matt had said, a model 50P, the old standard foot that did need the shims and pads, you can say, hey guys, you mind putting a power roller on there for us? And we will. We're not charging you for a brand new power roller. We're putting the power roller foot on there, fixing the tool you have, and you've got probably the best rolling tool in the business at a fraction of the cost.
And if you end up doing it yourself too, it's very easy. We've got all the videos on our website that you can find it, but it's 4 screws to take the old base on and put the new one on. So 4 screws is all it takes.
Absolutely. Okay,
Next.
here we go. Mr. Dave the Dime Nichols, you don't mind?
Yes. All right, the HD cleat is actually, it's an offset head that buries product underneath instead of popping up that you get dimples on engineered floors. The offset actually resets the material down instead of coming up. As the competitors, you can see, is all squared off. It moves material up to give it the dimple effect across your floor. It does come in different sizes, 2-inch, 1.75 inches, 1.5 but it also goes into the other tools that we have. On our other 18 gauge guns, it's not just for the 50P. Is there anything else?
One correction, these do not
barbs.
come in 2-inch.
Pardon me?
These do not come in a 2-inch. I want to correct you real quick, Dave.
Oh, I'm sorry, 1.75 down to
That's
1.5.
that's the longest, yeah.
Yeah, gotcha.
I might just unzip that a little bit. So Dave's exactly right insofar as what's happening with that material, but just to look at why and where that is occurring. So Powernail's HD head, we patented this, worked on it for years, patented back, I believe, in 2017, 2018. But what we have done here, back in the late 40s, 50s, Powernail invented the L-shaped cleat nail. So everybody's L-shaped cleat nail that you see out there, they look the way that they do because of what Powernail came up with. As floors have evolved, as materials have changed, specifically with MDF, HDF core product, where you have very, very tight, extremely dense fibered cores on these wood floors, we found that whenever you inserted a nail, because those fibers were so tight, they needed someplace to go. And with just that original design, with the head of that nail coming off at 90 degrees, we didn't give the fiber any place to go. So that's why we went through, and for the thinner cleats, so the 18 gauge and the 20 gauge, not the 16, but the cleats that would be used on those new types of engineered floors with different cores, we found that if we did what David said, we have that inset profile. You see how it's almost grinning at you. It's got a little bit of curve. We're allowing that fiber, rather than to displace up, we're giving it a place to hide underneath. So rather than punching it, it's found a place inside. And that's the only part I had there.
Well, and I'll add to that a little bit, Tyler, too, is not only on those engineered products that have those type of cores, but even on the solid market, as you're installing that and you've come across, banging your fasteners in there, anytime you get a tongue split, you run the risk of having a post-installation issue of cracks and squeaks and stuff like that. So the HD head is also beneficial to that solid market as well, of really taking it easy on those tongues, not just, on those engineered products that have those unique cores.
Yep.
Oh, good one.
100%.
Tongue splits.
Okay.
Those.
Mr.
Hey.
Brett.
What is that?
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's see if I can do my best, my best guy you see on TV. But wait, there's more.
Call
You
now.
know, if you call now or before the end of August to Powernail, visit powernail.com, call one of our Powernail distributors. Should you buy a 50p unit, you will get this gorgeous travel mug at no charge. So
Whoa,
great
whoa,
deals,
whoa, whoa, whoa. No charge?
no
Nothing's
charge
free.
on the mug.
Nothing's free.
You know, I mean, hey, Powernail's
Shipping.
being real generous.
You, sir, you're crazy.
Listen, hey,
You're
you know
out of
what?
your mind.
And it's such a good mug. You can take it into the room that you're using a Powernail 50p in. You can put it in the corner, put in all your cleats, come back 2 hours later, that coffee's still gonna be hot.
Nice.
Hold on, but now, okay, I can understand it keeps coffee hot, but if I have an iced coffee, is he gonna keep that coffee cold?
Of course, of course.
How
Great
can you not?
deals.
It's as diverse as the 50p.
Oh,
Yeah, hey, great deals on a fantastic machine and a free travel mug. I'm thinking if you're not taking advantage of this, there's something wrong with you.
Yeah,
Sign me up for 10 of them.
don't miss out.
Perfect.
there we
Well, there's
go.
a heck of a price I got for you for 10 of them, Dave.
Yes. Speaking of,
Excellent. All right. Well, gentlemen, have we left anything on the table for our model 50p Flex or 50p Flex Power Roller?
Yes, you
No,
did.
go ahead,
As
Dave,
of this
sorry.
month, we have a good special running on them.
There we go.
That's what I was gonna
There we
say.
go.
With participating dealers.
Yep. And what does participation look like, guys?
Basically, man, they are offered the promotional price. They have to buy in to get the promotional price and pass that savings on to you. Simple as that.
There we go. Powernail trying to keep it simple. Excellent. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you joined us for this, we want to thank you for your time. If you're a Powernail dealer, we want to thank you for your support. We want you to know that if you have any questions, the education doesn't just stop here. 50p is our focus the entire month. Keep your eyes on our socials. Keep your eyes on powernail.com. If you are an installer and you want to know more, we're here for you just as much as we are for our dealers. So please feel free, reach out to any one of us. And it doesn't matter who you get. You know, we're just here to help. We're just here to educate and do everything we can to make the industry a little better and be there for you. So thank you again. So everybody, be well, stay safe, and we'll probably see you next month.
Thanks, guys.
See ya.
Thank you.